FM.
102.2 Auckland.
Kiwi FM.
Spida Hunter from ehpfitness.com. He knows a bit about fitness.
Yeah, one or two things about fitness, I reckon. He is Spida Hunter from ehpfitness.com and on Twitter, twitter.com/Spida Hunter, SPIDA Hunter, one word. And he's increasing our fitness IQ and joins us live from his gymnasium in Christchurch City today. And if you're watching the video stream, you'll be able to see him sitting there. Looks like he's posed next to some weights. G'day there, Spida.
Morning, Wammo.
It's like let's look through the square window today and oh, look who's there. It's Spida.
Hello.
It's Spida in his gymnasium.
Hello, world.
Are you well this morning?
Mate, I'm doing pretty good. I've exercised first thing this morning. I almost missed it. So I woke up a bit late. I didn't go to no concert though, but I just woke up late.
No concert like I did last night. I had a very
the concert.
I haven't told the story yet this morning. The only concert that was happening in Auckland as far as 50,000 people were concerned last night.
Oh, mate. Yeah. I envy you, Wammo. You're the man.
Because, just very quickly, the whole AC/DC thing. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like the biggest fan in the world. I mean, if I was the biggest fan in the world, I would have bought a ticket, right? And I would have been there. But, you know the songs, and it's all, it's rock. It's rock, it's stadium rock. And, there's the crazy antics on stage with Angus and the boys and whatnot. So I thought I'd do it on the cheap and sit on a blanket outside of the venue for free. But just after She Hard finished, because they were supporting, these two birds that look like something direct out of Outrageous Fortune, I kid you not, walk up and said, "My husband's an arsehole, have these." And these two tickets were thrust into my hand. So before I know it, and me and my girlfriend were inside the concert. I was like, what? And it was like, I was pinching myself for 30 minutes going, what am I doing here?
Fantastic. Is that all they offered?
That was all. Yes, the Spider, that was all they offered. But wow, what a bizarre, strange turn of events. I just, because I was trying to deal with being in the concert, but also trying to deal with the story that was, that had just happened.
Fantastic. That's something you can tell the grandkids, mate, that one.
Yeah, they'll go,
Outrageous Fortune chicks gave me some tickets to AC/DC.
They were true Westies, I tell you what. Real Westies. All right, hey, what are we getting into today?
Oh, mate, I think we should go over, one of the best exercises you can do in the gym. There's always a debate about, the king of all exercises and what is it and all the rest of it. Between the squat, which we did last week, which we had a shocker via video stream, and
yes.
and then today is the deadlift, which I can explain and give visuals for those that are watching as well. I personally, I think the deadlift is the king of exercises because there's an entire range. It works the entire body more so than the squat. The squat works the entire body as well, but the deadlift engages upper shoulders right through to the back and bum, more so than the squat does. So I think, and it's easier, I would say it's easier to learn, but that depends on the coach as well, how good their coaching skills are.
Yep.
And people feel more secure doing a deadlift than a squat. I kind of use deadlift to progress into a squat a little bit. So I think deadlift is a fantastic exercise, and if you're not doing it, you need to put down the bicep curl dumbbells and pick up some weight for deadlifts.
A deadlift isn't like anything you'd see at the Olympic Games, is it?
Well, actually, it's part of something you'd see at the Olympic Games because they throw weight above their head and they do things explosively. So the actual start of an Olympic lift is a deadlift. They just do it so fast that people don't see it as a deadlift. They see it as a snatch or clean and jerk and all the rest of the names. But the actual very, very start of the Olympic lift is a deadlift.
Okay. All right. Let's get into that.
And they're doing weight above their head that is higher than what I can do in a deadlift.
Really? Yeah, those
they're
guys
throwing 200 plus. I think, I'm not sure what the record is, might be 250 or maybe even 300 above their head or something like that.
Yeah, those guys are incredible. I was watching live the Olympics coverage, what was it, last year now, wasn't it? And it was the year before. And I digress. And his elbow popped out while he was lifting it. Oh, it was painful to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, did he squawk much?
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Well, he was in pain.
He would have.
And then they brought out the barriers, around them so the audience can't see what's going on to protect everyone from the gruesomeness.
Yeah, that's right. The best thing about that is that he's squawking. If he's not squawking, then there's more reason to have concern.
Right. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. If you hear him yelling and screaming, then you know he's going to live.
Yeah.
But you're right, though. If you see that sort of stuff, it takes a little bit to get over. I think it's not very pleasant at all.
No, you're right. All right.
I will give a visual of the deadlift. So deadlift is something that you pick something off the floor. I relate it to suitcases, carrying 2 suitcases in each hand. That's a form of deadlift. I'll show you that variation later. But the traditional deadlift is with an Olympic bar, so the big thick bars in the gyms that don't get used, and it's sitting on the floor. You put some weight on it, and then you pick it up off the floor. That's the basic fundamentals of a deadlift. Pick something up off the floor, stand up tall, and then put it back down again, as if you're picking up a stone. Or this is just a gym variation. The things with the deadlift, you got your feet shoulder width. There's lots of ways to do a deadlift. I'll show you the traditional way, which is feet hip width apart, hands over top of the bar or alternating grip. I'll do it over top bar, and then you go bum down, chest tall. So you want to stick your bum down and looking up with your chest tall, shoulders back.
Yep.
And then you just stand up with the weight, and then back down, and then stand back up again, keeping everything tall, tight, and erect. People think when they pick something up off the floor, they generally will do this rounding action. Everyone knows it. Men are the best at it. They'll pick up something off the floor and they'll round their whole spine, their legs are straight. You want to have your bum close to the floor, chest tall, and then stand up strong with the weight. And the best people to do that, even better than Olympic lifters, are babies.
Ah, because it's just a natural sort of stance?
Yeah, you watch them pick up something off the floor. Like I've got photos of my son when he was like 2, and I'd leave med balls around, and he would have perfect technique picking up a medicine ball or picking up any form of weight off the floor as a baby before we taint them with how they should or shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So they naturally hop into perfect posture because they've got soft joints, their muscles haven't developed, their tendons haven't developed, so they've got the flexibility to squat in a deep squat position, without any dramas, where we hop into a deep squat position and we can't get out of it because of flexibility, especially for men. Yeah,
I suppose it's almost a little bit of laziness that we start using our back like a crane, as they used to say.
Yeah, it is a little bit. So there's the laziness side and just the lack of awareness. And my fellow brothers, man, us men are shocking for awareness of our body.
Yeah.
We probably are in the lazy category. We just don't care until we can't use it anymore. Yeah. So those are the sorts of things. And like the suitcase carry that I was explaining, I've got 2 kettlebells here, but you can use dumbbells, you can use or even 2 suitcases. All it is exactly the same thing. If you've got 2 heavy suitcases, you're not going to bend over, round your back over like so. You're gonna have to drop your bum down, grip the 2 handles, and then stand up tall with them. And it actually surprises people that they can lift a lot more when they hop in proper technique.
Right. And those
the weight will often scare people, but when they learn the proper technique, they feel a lot more safe, secure about doing the movements, as opposed to when you're all sloppy, rounded over, looking like a rounded hunchback.
Yeah, and lifting 2 dumbbells on either side of you like that looks like something that more people could probably do as opposed to the lifting the weights and the bar, just because it takes up less room, I suppose.
Yeah, no, well, not so much the room. It's actually, you're right, people feel more comfortable with 2 things in their hands because they can relate to it. It's real life. So I actually teach with dumbbells or kettlebells first, the proper technique. So squeezing shoulder blades, chest tall, bum to the floor, not chest to floor, and then stand up. I teach that first, just like this last demonstration with the 2 dumbbells or kettlebells that I've got. And then we progress to the bar. It's a progressions. So we go from dumbbells or kettlebells to barbell weight. Because the barbell is fixed, it doesn't move, so it won't allow any compensation for your body. You have to move around it.
Yeah.
With kettlebells and dumbbells, they'll swing around, and if you've got, muscle imbalances of some sort, or you can't activate your shoulder blades and all this sort of stuff, the kettlebells will allow for you to have some room for a bit of try again.
Perfect, Spida. Those are excellent demonstrations, and I think really helpful. So thanks for showing us. Don't forget, if you've just been listening to the audio, you might want to check out the video as well. It's very cool to see Spida demonstrating this in his gym as well. They'll be available up on YouTube and the Radio Wammo channel, which you can access via the Kiwi FM website. Make it easy, kiwifm.co.nz. Click on my show page link, the Radio Wammo Show page. Of course, head along to ehpfitness.com. And check him out on Twitter as well, twitter.com/Spida Hunter. Cheers, Spida. See you next time.
Welcome, Wammo.